Archaeologists have recently uncovered something incredible. They found the skeleton of a hardcore medieval warrior. What's crazy is that this warrior had amputated his hand and replaced it with a huge hunting knife. The medieval Italian warrior was found buried in a longbard necropolis located near Verona in northern Italy. Archaeologists working the burial site were shocked by the discovery when they first saw it. It was clear from the onset that we had an amputated man that used a cap, buckle, and some leather straps to attach a prosthetic knife as a replacement for his hand. The skeleton's skull and pelvis were studied as well to determine age, and the warrior was determined to be a tough old man between the ages of 40 and 50. Over 160 tombs were excavated at the Longbard necropolis. Hundreds of skeletons and a headless horse were found, but only one burial was discovered with someone who survived such a hardcore amputation that lived on to old age and continued to fight using the amputated stump as a sword. This is some real futuristic stuff. Once the skeleton was excavated and analyzed, researchers found that he had survived a massively brutal amputation, and later, the badass had chosen to replace his limb with a bladed weapon. The stump of his right arm was found laying across his chest and was amputated at the mid-forearm. The archaeologist from Sapienza University in Rome noted the amputation was likely to have been done for emergency medical reasons due to fighting. The injury looks like it was likely due to some sort of blunt force trauma. Researchers were also able to tell that he had lived with the knife prosthetic for a long period of time. The uniqueness of his skeleton from particular calluses and bone spurs shows evidence of biomechanical pressure from using the prosthetic device. His teeth were also considerably weathered on one side because he would use them to tighten the straps of his prosthetic hand. His shoulder also formed a C-shaped ridge of bone, also indicating that he frequently tightened the prosthesis using his mouth. CT scans revealed outer bone loss, which is a common indicator often present and visible where a prosthesis has been used. Let's remember that this all happened prior to antibiotics and sterilization. The discovery is actually quite rare and is a remarkable example of someone surviving a limb loss due to a medical procedure while maintaining a clean environment and preventing blood loss. Researchers say the case shows intensive community care and support. The strength of his community relationship is key to the surgical intervention's success. Social relations are as important as medical technology. This discovery sheds new light on the mysterious medical practices and social structures of the Longbard people. The case definitely challenges what scientists thought they knew about the capabilities of medieval medicine. It also shows how intense life was for medieval soldiers and the innovative and hardcore things people are willing to do to adapt and survive. This warrior's story of survival is a true testament of human resilience and ingenuity. And it offers a unique glimpse into the life of a badass medieval warrior. This finding encourages archaeologists that further exploration may uncover similar artifacts and remains. It opens new avenues for understanding ancient medical practices. Did more medieval warriors create and fight with prosthetic weapons? What extraordinary lengths people go through to survive and thrive in this cruel world. When you think of all the people who existed before us, what a rich and complex history we have of human adaptation and survival. What are you willing to do for survival?